Okay, this is Trending FC, where we tell you all we know about football. Now, quickly, we have a lot to talk about Xavi Simon, we have a lot to talk about Enzo Maresca, we have a lot to talk about Baleba, we have a lot to talk about Everton, and we also have a lot to talk about Chelsea, and then we have a lot to talk about the best club of the year. Now, quickly, let us go into the whole issue of ground, all the news that we have currently now. Now, you must understand that, remember that for some time now, Chelsea's movement towards signing Xavi Simons has been dying down, and this is as a result of Leipzig told Chelsea that, look, we are going to sell Xavi Simons to you people, but we want to first of all sign somebody as a replacement before we can be able to sell him to you people. This issue is also what is going on with Newcastle and Liverpool. Newcastle told Liverpool that we're going to sell Isak to you, no doubt, but you should give us time so that we can be able to sign somebody to replace Isak before we can be able to sell him to you people. But currently now, concerning Leipzig and then Chelsea, now Leipzig went to, trying to make a bid to sign Elliott from Liverpool. But at the end of the day, currently as we speak, now the talk about that signing is growing very cold, and the reason is what I don't really know. Probably maybe they are still thinking or considering the amount of bid to give to Liverpool for Elliott, or probably maybe they are considering other things that they have not made known to us currently. But as it stands now, Xavi Simon made it clear again to Leipzig that, look, whatever you people are thinking, whatever your decision, my own decision is I am leaving and I want to go to Chelsea. And Chelsea, hearing this, decided to go again, and this time around putting some intensity to their move to signing Xavi Simon. And as we speak currently now, a talk is going on from club to club, but they have not made known how much they are willing to give. Chelsea are willing to give for Xavi Simon, and also they have not made known to us how much Leipzig are intending to give to Chelsea as their asking price. So currently we are still waiting on that one. Then the second one is also that Enzo Maresca had a conference this morning, and from his statement this morning, because for some time now the news of Jackson leaving Chelsea, even though it's been a news, but some people are still thinking it's a rumor. But currently he was asked about the whole issue about Jackson, and he made it known and made it clear that Jackson is leaving the club. If any good bid comes for him, he's going to be sold out of the club. And so currently a clear signal, a clear sign that if Everton or Newcastle, especially Newcastle that are currently looking for a striker, if they come for Jackson and the asking and the bid is okay, then probably Jackson is going to be leaving the club. Then that's that. Also now, concerning the Club World Cup and concerning all the clubs that participated from some years back to this very day, now 5 clubs have been picked as the best club of the year. They want to be nominated in the Balon d'Or as the best club of the year, and currently we have Chelsea there, we have Barcelona there, we have Botafogo there, we have PSG also in their midst, and finally we have Liverpool also in their midst. Now, what do you think about these clubs that have been brought out to us as nominees to be given so that we can be able to vote for one as the best club of the year? Chelsea performed for some time now, and they carried the Conference League and also the Club World Cup. Now a lot of people are speculating or complaining that Chelsea are not really supposed to be in that group, but this is the reason why Chelsea must always and must be in that group. Chelsea won the Club World Cup. Now the Club World Cup, even though may not be that regular cup that you've always known, like the league, like the Champions League, the FA Cup and all those other cups, but the Club World Cup is a cup that has been put there as a sign that all the clubs that have been carrying cups before now, they all will come to play for this one specific cup, and whoever wins this one specific club will now be crowned the world club champion, which is the world club of the world. He will now be the champion of all the clubs in the world, including the ones that have been carrying trophies and even the ones that have not been carrying trophies. So that's to tell you how powerful and how strong the Club World Cup is also. Then now let's quickly go also to the story of Baleba. Now currently this is what is going on with the story of Baleba. Now Manchester United have made it clear to the Brighton people that we want to sign Baleba. We need Baleba from you people. Now, what is currently going on here now is a lot of people and a lot of sources and news are saying that Brighton have decided that they want 90 million pounds. But the truth is, it's not fact. It is a rumor. It is not a fact. Now, the reason why it is not a fact, I will tell you. This is currently what is going on now. When Manchester United told Brighton that we need Baleba, we need a midfielder, and Baleba is who we are considering to come to replace and to play in that midfield. Now, Brighton told Manchester United that, look, no problem. Now, normally, this is how it's always done when it comes to transfer. The club that are looking for players, when they see a player they want, they make it known to the club that we want this player from you. Now, the club that the player is playing currently will now have to go and sit down and have a little meeting with their board, and in that meeting they will now speak and then talk. And what are they going to do? They are going to consider a lot of things, but two most important things is the main reason why they will go for that meeting. One is the quality of the player, and then the second one also is the importance of the player in their current squad. Now, if the player is a very good player, he knows the game very well, and he is also very important to the team, then they will have to now think of either to sell or to keep. Now, if they are planning to sell, then they will now, because of these two factors, now is an important player, is a quality player, and also apart from being a quality player, is also important to the squad, then they will now have to put a very high bid. Yes, they will put a very high bid on that player. The reason is because they want to do two things. Now, if we should lose this player, then we should lose him for a very good amount of money so that we can take from that money to sign a replacement for him. Or even if not to sign a replacement, but to make sure we make a very good amount of money from this player, because one is a quality player and two is very important to us. Now, currently that is what is going on between Manchester United and then Brighton. Now, Brighton now have gone to hold a meeting currently, and in their meeting they have decided that they should put the price of Carlos Baleba around 95 million pounds, but they have not made it known to the Manchester United that, look, we want two people to give us 95 million pounds. They have only concluded in between themselves that this is what we are going to tell the Manchester United people to give us for Baleba. Now, you must understand that what they have sent now, what they have concluded in the meeting, does not include the add-ons. Now, the add-ons are also what they're also going to negotiate with the Manchester United side once the time comes for Manchester United to negotiate with them concerning what they have already told them about the price they want. That's how it's done. Now, if you look at, for example, Liverpool and the Manchester United and Newcastle United, for example, you will discover that now Newcastle are considering Isak to be a very important person to them and also a quality player. And so now he's very important to them, and now Newcastle are saying we want to sign him, we need him. And now Newcastle are considering, now if this man leaves us, it's going to be very hard, number one, to find a striker that will play like him, and apart from that, he's also a quality player. So that is why they decided to give Liverpool that bid of 120 million pounds. Now, even the 120 million pounds is still not even enough, because they're still going to negotiate for a lot of things before they can be able to arrive at a particular price. You understand? And now what is happening happening now? Newcastle are in need of a striker to replace Isak. Now, once they get that striker, then they will sell Isak to Liverpool. But as long as they have not been able to secure a striker, they will not sell Isak. And even if they do, they will only do it because Isak himself has decided that he's leaving. So to avoid having a bad season with Isak, they will have to sell him and then look for a way either to patch the attack wing or to look for an attacker to replace him. That is what is still happening now in the case of Baleba, Carlos. Brighton have concluded that, look, we are going to give these people a price of 90 million pounds, which if they come with that interest that yes, with that money we are still interested, then they will now sit to negotiate for other things. Now, Manchester United may decide that we don't want this amount, it's too high, beat it down. Then they can decide to say, okay, let's beat it down a bit or in any way. But at the end of the day, they will have to do another negotiation to land at a specific price, which if Manchester United are okay with the price and Brighton are also okay with the price, then Baleba will have to go. Now, currently, that is the level at which Manchester United, Brighton, and the Baleba issue is sitting right now. At the issue of Brighton making their own plan to give Manchester United the price of 95 million pounds, but they have not told the Manchester United that this is what we want. But the good part for the Manchester United people is this: once a club have decided to hold a little meeting, a short meeting for a player because of maybe a club that has shown interest in that player, it shows, it's an eye opener, it's a wink. It's a sign that, of course, if these people really come with this price and they are really serious with this deal, then we will surely give them what they want. And so Manchester United now are to step up their game, seeing that now Brighton have gone to hold the meeting and they have now concluded that they are going to give them a price. With this fact, now Manchester United need to step up their game and then go all out to now go for negotiation on how to get that player. And that is currently where we are at the issue of Baleba. You understand? And so we are going to be waiting to see by the end of today, probably, or by tomorrow morning, we are going to see and get a full story on this Baleba Carlos issue between Brighton and then Manchester United. Then as for Isak, he's still intending to leave, and Newcastle are still very much in need of a striker, and currently they are considering Nicholas Jackson as an option, but they have not gone to ask Chelsea for a price. So which means we are still going to be waiting to hear from the both sides, either from Chelsea or from Newcastle. Then Enzo Maresca has made it clear that Levi Colwil is injured, and also currently now they will have to look for a way to patch his position for the now, but he's currently injured. And then for Maddison in Tottenham also is injured, and his injury should take at least like 7 to 8 months. Now he may be 7 months specific, and they will have to sit for a while till it gets to the 8th month before he can be able to play, because once a player goes for injury for a very long time, even if he gets well, they will have to give him some time again for him to be 100% fit before he can be able to allow to play the game. Now currently, that is what we have currently today concerning all the news concerning Baleba, concerning Colwil, concerning Enzo Maresca, and then concerning Nicholas Jackson and every other thing. Now currently, this is where we land, and this is where we wrap up for the now, but my hands will be on deck completely for now till the end of today to see if probably something very exciting might come outside for us to talk about again. Thank you very much. This is Trending FC, where we tell you everything we know about football. Like, subscribe to this channel, and also thumbs that button so that you'll be able to get more notifications if I send any more videos. Now until the next one, peace.